And now we're recording. Also, hi, patient. I didn't say hi, and I apologize. I was distracted at my own failures of technological. Hi.
Nothing to apologize for. Hello.
Stuff and things to talk about. I have some. Zero apparently has some. Patient might have some. How you doing, patient? Let's start with you, patient. We haven't started with you in a while.
Well, might as well get the bad stuff out of the way first. So, I've spoken about my probation before on here, and how tomorrow is supposed to be the last day of it.
For the gym,
Yeah.
yes?
No, for the bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The job at the gym is part of... it's something I've acquired in hopes of leaving the bank behind.
Yeah.
So,
exit strategy.
Yeah. So, yeah, there was a mistake I made last year, and because of how long it took for anyone to catch it, I was put on probation, basically. Which, I mean, I acknowledge I made the mistake. It's fair enough. So 3 months. And the meeting where I was informed about it started on January 13th. So that happened on... so it should have been over tomorrow. So because of the probation and the kind of pressure it was going to be putting on me to do better, it made me decide I wanted to take my the 2 weeks of vacation that I'm allotted in a year during the first 2 weeks of February. So, yeah. And I had asked my boss's boss at the time of being put on probation if it would affect my vacation. She said that it would not. She was wrong. It turns out that you cannot take vacation when you're on probation. So that was canceled. So this past week, with my probation nearly over, I decided to put in vacation leave for the last 2 weeks of April instead to get myself a proper revitalization.
Take a break, recharge from the pressure and stuff, and just come back with a clean slate kind of thing.
Exactly. Except it turns out that, according to the system, my probation didn't actually start until I formally acknowledged it in the system, which was on February 27th, meaning that it's not over until May 27th. And here's a little bit of a fun fact. February 27th is long after the first 2 weeks of February.
Yeah, I had made that connection, yeah.
But apparently because the probation was still pending in the system, it was still enough to turn my vacation down. So, yeah, my probation got artificially extended by a month. And no more vacation for me this month. So, yeah, that was... I'm too numb to even be properly angry at this point.
That
my
feels
boss's
like a
boss was
nonsense
sympathetic.
system. Yeah, that feels like a nonsense system of like, hey, if they want to put you on probation, then you are on probation. There is not really anything you can do to say yay or nay on that situation. And what does your confirmation have to do with any of it? What are you going to do? Say no and just continue not acknowledging it? Like, what? That...
I appreciate your indignation on my part. And
it feels
it's
really,
not the first
really
time I've
dumb.
heard that. Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry, man.
But it's already been established that this company does not care enough about its employees, and besides, it's an at-will state. So, with me already being on probation, I'm not inclined to push any harder. But I'm going to be very, very, very happy when I can put this company behind me.
Yeah. It being an at-will state makes it even dumber, to be quite honest.
Uh-huh.
Like, that is literally, we can do whatever we want and we don't need your permission. So what? Okay. Sorry. Me getting annoyed on your behalf does not actually make it the situation better, and probably just makes it worse. So sorry about that.
Now, honestly, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It's anger that I'm too numb to feel myself, so I do appreciate it.
Okay, well,
So
end of February means you're over halfway done at this point, at least.
yeah. So we'll see when I do decide to take my vacation at this point. I'm not so desperate to take it now that it's been denied again, so we'll see what happens. Moving away from the depressing stuff, I've refocused my attention on going to the gym, and it's been a solid couple of weeks, I think. It was 3 weeks ago that I took on the challenge of just making it to the gym and walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes every day. So that first week, it was the middle of the week when I made that resolution, so I went on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday, I instead went to the Sherwood Forest Fair, which was a lot of fun and a lot of walking, so
Yeah, a lot of walking there too, so yeah.
Yeah. And then Sunday is the day of rest, so I take the day off to rest there.
Yep. Still
then
a good
2
part
weeks
of the
ago,
process. Yep.
Yes, it's a very important part of the process. 2 weeks ago, managed it all 6 days.
Yeah.
Half an hour every day. Yeah. This past week, not so much. I think it was twice, maybe 3 times that I managed it, plus the weekly training with my personal trainer. Once I missed due to sleep deprivation from going to the gym too late some of those days. And another I missed because I had a shift at the gym, a different gym, which it ends at a 10:15 p.m. So not a whole lot of energy left. Just wake up in the morning, go straight to work, then after work, got maybe half an hour to relax before I have to take off for the gym, and then I get home at 10:15, and trying to work out after being at work pretty much since I woke up is... I'll see if I can manage it. I mean, I've got that tomorrow as well, so we'll see.
Well, consistency really is key when it comes to exercise.
Indeed.
Just as much as you can. Like, if you don't do it every day, that's fine, but you should be doing it like the majority,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. I am trying to make it every day. I am actively trying to make it every day. As long as it doesn't get to the point where I'm making excuses not to do it that day, then it should be fine. Aside from that, I've been enjoying a few different games on the Switch too. I've beaten the main story of Donkey Kong Bonanza. It was quite fun.
It's a fun game.
Yeah. I am pleased that the levels regenerate the terrain after you leave. but at the same time, I spent a lot of time completely dismantling that statue near the planet's core.
Yeah. But now I get to destroy it again.
I've also been spending time playing Pocopia. I'll be honest, it's not massively my type of game, but I've sunk quite a bit of time and energy into it. It's fun.
I was gonna talk about Pocopia.
Howdy, partner. I'm Kyogre, the
I
cowboy
love
whale.
Cowboy Kyogre, but
And later
so
it turns out that Gyarados has the same accent.
I guess just water types are cowboys. Um, yeah. I when I play Pocopia, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and the game's like, oh, by the way, here's this, and this. And then I get overstimulated and I start to spasm and I close the game. That's been my reality recently. There's so much. There's so much in that game.
Oh, yes, there is. I've been taking it at a relatively slow pace myself, but I have managed to reach the 4th area, and
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'm playing it wrong. But um when I get to an area, I'm like, okay, I'm about to spend a lot of time fixing up this area and watering all of the grass and repairing all of this.
Okay, now see, that was my mindset for my first several days playing the game, just water, water everywhere, until you find Kyogre, and suddenly you can unlock the ability to make it rain. And then you can bring rain to any other areas as well. To speed things up, all you need is a couple of cast form dolls.
Yeah, but you see, my brain broken. The list of tasks that I need to do in every area to make it how I want it feels ginormous.
Well, there's no wrong way to play the game, even if I would feel inclined to say that way about certain play styles that are, let's say, cruel.
Oh yeah, people building. Oh yeah, we could fit four in this little dirt hole. Four Pokemon in this dirt hole. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely not. No, 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 no,
I
no.
mean, I
And
mean,
1,000 times, no.
they're Pokemon. A lot of them probably live like that anyway. That's just returning them to their natural habitat. Should we really complain about that sort of thing? I mean, just...
Allow me to present a counter argument. Shut up, Casey.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do in that game, and the world is massive, like actually massive. And when it's that massive, it's like, oh, I'm gonna do something that will affect 2 or 3 blocks at a time, or just 1 block at a time. It feels like, oh, I'm just not gonna be able to do anything for the next 4 hours. I understand.
Yeah, once again, that was my experience for the first couple of hours, the first couple of days, first couple of weeks, perhaps even. I just wanted to hydrate the grass, bring everything back to life. And I'd be restoring every house I could if I had the necessary recipes and resources and such. How far in have you gotten?
I made it to the second area and freaked out because of how big it was and how much I had to do.
Oh, you. Oh, you sweet summer child.
No.
Just wait until you see the 3rd area and then the 4th.
Okay. How about I just stop playing? I think maybe that'll be at least until I get to my summer break. when I actually have free time.
That seems wise.
I'm gonna be real.
And
This entire conversation is just reminding me of playing Disney's One of These. Yeah, very similar experience. Of like, hey, brand new area. This is a whole thing that you need to deal with now, and just like my experience of unlocking new areas was basically like, I don't give a shit about any of this, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to do the things that are in this area, and I'm just going to keep cultivating my main area because I don't get. You frozen characters can bugger off. I don't care. Scar from the Lion King, you're cool. I'll be nice to you, but otherwise, just like. Meh.
Yeah, but each area usually has the same basic structure. First, raise the environment level, rebuild the Pokemon Center, then, with the help of a couple of specific Pokemon in that area, you perform a specific task that involves recruiting more Pokemon. Then a legendary Pokemon will appear that will advance the level of your Pokedex, and then you can move on to another area.
So much to do, so many habitats to remember the configurations of and which ones haven't I done yet. And also, I'm going to do this, and I need to do that, and there's this entire railway system, and I need to build more rails so I can fix the railway system because it not being complete bothers me.
And, have you found the mysterious slates at all?
Yes, I found one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I wonder
Have
what
you
those
found
might
where
be.
to put it?
Sorry, was that patient?
I said, have you found where to put it?
Yes, I found where to put it.
Do you know what happens when you collect them all?
No. I'm
Would you
assuming
like...
it's gonna... Sure, go ahead. Tell me.
Well, you'll probably be able to figure it out once you see the picture that they all form, once they're put together in the correct order. And that picture is of Mew.
Oh.
That did not go where I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say mysterious slates, my thoughts immediately go to Arceus.
Yeah, no, it's not Arceus.
Yeah, that was my initial thought as well. I figured that it would have something to do with it. But no, it's just Mew. Once you put the last piece in place, a little portal thing appears, interact with it, and Mew appears as your new friend for the area.
That's really interesting. I don't know what Mew does.
It has a big fight about Mewtwo, and they talk about eugenics.
Well, I'm not sure what Mew does either. Thus far, it seems to be just enjoying time around. Although I will say, its accent isn't quite what I expected. Though I'm not spoiling that for you.
Bonjour. Oh, okay.
Je m'appelle Mew.
Okay,
you tell me the origin. The origin of all
this
is French all along. Oh no, this world's doomed.
Yeah, it turns out technically Mew is a Colossian legendary. They just didn't include that in the lore for some reason. It's just weird. You would have thought that would have been important, but no.
I just left France with ZA. Are you putting me back in France, Pocopia? Is that what this is about?
Okay. I've also been working on finishing Fantasian Neo Dimension. It is a lot of fun, but it's interesting. I mean, it's been pretty... It was... The first part of the game was largely linear. Once it hits part 2, you have a lot of clear objectives for what you need to do, but aside from the suggested level that you be at for each area, there's no strict requirements on what order you do them in. Though some, I am finding, are required in order to unlock others on other paths. So, yeah, it's a lot of treasure hunts and boss fights, and I'm enjoying it. I haven't even started on ZA yet. Haven't even uploaded it. I haven't played XD either, despite it being available on the online. Long list of fun things that I need to do at some point. If only I didn't have to waste so much of my time getting a paycheck. And waste is the word I will use for this particular job. Let's see. Cover those games, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. It's I did watch that anime that's been growing in popularity, Noble Reincarnation, just 12 episodes long. It wasn't bad by any means, but I've been watching a lot of medieval magic fantasy anime settings, and this one didn't quite stand out as much as I was hoping it would. I enjoyed it, but it's not something that I'm overly eager to see a sequel to. And Zomniac recommended a book, a manga to me called A Livid Lady's Guide to Getting Even. Yeah, that one, it's another revenge fantasy, and it's, I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's not finished, it's not even close to finished, it seems. And that's part of my issue with it, honestly. I was expecting something a little bit more straightforward, which perhaps I shouldn't, considering the precedent that I set for myself with backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. But yeah, it seems like it's slipping away from focusing on her revenge and focusing instead on politics with rival kingdoms surrounding, which she has to take part in. But no. That, and she is particularly ruthless and unforgiving in her quest for vengeance. Which, understandable, but haven't seen someone willing to cause quite this much collateral damage in the stories that I've read before. So, not sure how to feel about it. But,
I feel like there's a point with revenge fantasy stories where you're like, okay, I think that's enough for now. I feel like there's a limit where at one point I'm just like, is this contributing to the story, or is this just being, edgy for the sake of being edgy?
yeah, and it's right on the borderline of not contributing to the story. She was trying to send a message, and she definitely sent a message, though it's unclear how many people heard it. But the person that she most wanted to experience it definitely did.
There's a point where, depending on how that sort of stuff goes and how the world reacts to it and the consequences of that, it will either completely shatter my immersion or it'll be fine.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's a bit about it for me.
Okay.
Overall, the weeks just blur together, and I am very surprised that we're already almost halfway through April.
I'm very excited that we're almost halfway through April.
Well, of course you would be.
But for really boring reasons of, hey, my heating gets to turn off and I can save money on my gas bill. That's where I am in my life right now.
Yeah.
Lucky you. The coming months are when our bills for that sort of reach their highest point.
So I guess I'll go
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
So I had my spring break, which started off with me being incredibly sick.
Ooh.
Um, like so sick. I like Friday was a short day, the Friday before spring break, and I had to get a sub to cover the last hour of the day because I just could not. I just could not. I was barely hanging on there, and then I was laid up in bed, completely ill for like Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday I had to babysit my nephew because nobody else could because my parents were leaving town and my sister had work, so I had to do that. And went reasonably well. I've now changed poopy diapers. Um, I've
Depending on the
changed multiple
sickness,
diapers
maybe
now.
your nose was blocked, and that's a bonus.
Nope,
Oh.
because I got better enough.
Oh.
So yeah, then by that Monday of my spring break, I was completely okay. Then I had to babysit again, and it went well, honestly. Uh, I'm good at getting baby to go to sleep, which is nice, and had fun, honestly. I went to the park and did other things. So yeah. Also, during that spring break, I saw a couple movies. I saw Project Hail Mary, um, which is a really fun kind of, I'd say sort of sci-fi, but like sci-fi in like the more grounded sense of this is near future versus like, yes, we have faster than light speed travel or anything like that. No, this is like near future. There's this phenomenon happening in which the sun is dying, and so the people of Earth are trying to find a way to solve this issue. And our main character is a scientist who has been investigating life that does not um, necessarily need water to live, and discovers the existence of these things that are actively eating the sun's life. And so they get a whole spaceship together to launch a sort of a Hail Mary to go to investigate one planet far away that is not being affected by the thing devouring the sun, to find out a cure, because otherwise the Earth has 30 years left, and the trip there is going to take 11 years. And our main character wakes up and he is alone on the spacecraft, and we don't know the full circumstances that led up to how he ended up being the one there. But everybody else is dead, so he's alone. The others did not make it in the induced coma that they were put in. He was the only survivor, and now has to be the one to save the world. And it's a really well done movie, like really good. It's hard to like. There haven't been a lot of movies that are, you know, that aren't like in a franchise or a sequel to something or a remake of something. No, this is just a flat out good movie. Um, and I would highly recommend that anybody who's interested go see it, because it was genuinely like a solid like 9.5 out of 10. I was really impressed with it. So yeah, great movie.
Nice.
And then I also went the following day to go see with my friend the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Maybe for a couple of weeks now. The guys and I are. So we still need to set aside a time and date to go see it. I mean, I'm not ecstatic about going to see it, but I'm looking forward to, at the very least, a good movie.
From what I have heard, unfortunately, I can't demonstrate the understanding of that film that I have because my keys happen to be in my front door, so I can't, jangle them right now. But that's basically what I've heard the movie is.
It is very fast paced. It is crammed to the gills with references and cameos and other things. It is a fun movie. Is it a good movie? Uh, I had fun watching it. Does it accurately represent Mario Galaxy? No, not at all. What do you go into the Mario Galaxy movie for anything that has to do with it? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Other understanding that I've gotten of the movie is, hey, remember the Minecraft movie? It's that pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that
This isn't
irritates
me
me.
being a Nintendo
And
hater, by the way. I just want to like that. That is not part of this. This is just everything I've come to understand
in
about this film.
in the promotional material, they revealed that a certain character was going to show up in this, and so this is not a spoiler. But the promotional material revealed that Star Fox was going to be in the movie. Um, Now, it's really cool that they gave Star Fox a lot of love in this movie and made me feel a lot of nostalgia for that franchise. It's weird that Star Fox has more lines than Rosalina, who, despite the fact that she's one of the main characters and it's her story that's the emotionally gripping part of Mario Galaxy, she takes a very minor role in this. And they changed some things in the lore that are really weird to make it work, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I heard about that bit. Yep.
Um, Especially because it literally doesn't make any sense. Um, but you got to treat the movies as their own thing, I guess.
And on that day, millions of shippers just cried out in anguish.
Uh, yeah. Look, it's a fun movie. It's not a great movie. Um, I would say that I had a really awesome time when I went to the theaters to go watch Sonic 3, and that was fantastic. Um, this is nowhere near that level. But I mean, hey, they showed Rob for like 30 seconds, and that was okay.
You're really quiet, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I,
trying to keep my voice, boost my volume a bit. I'm keeping my voice a little bit down because there's a baby next door.
okay. I already have you at like 150, but you are now at 180.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, mm, it's a movie. It's fun. Just don't think about it too hard. I did enjoy some of the things that they did in that movie, but it feels like the movie needed extra time and to be having a lot of it cut out at the same time. Like there's things in it that are plain unnecessary, and there's things in it that are, oh man, we could definitely use some extra time with that. We could definitely use like, 5 more minutes with that. That would be nice. Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to give more thoughts on what I understand about that movie because it's only what I understand about that movie. So I have said as much as it's really fair to say, having not seen it. So I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really
Um,
great things though.
that aside, I've been watching the new season of Invincible and liking it. Um, been watching Daredevil Born Again season 2, and that has been enjoyable so far. And The Boys also started up again for their final season.
Mm.
And when I'm watching this, I'm like, hey, this was made before current events, right? Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. This is scary with some things that they are very overtly predicting.
I mean,
Hmm.
okay, look, I haven't seen The Boys either, but I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that it's something about America attacking the Middle East somewhere.
No, not exactly. It's more so there's a lot of stuff that is happening in America that I think the one of the writers for The Boys came out and said, you know, we didn't expect it to come off like we were predicting stuff because we went kind of wild and
Ah,
yeah, no, our mm. And it's like, yeah, no, our that's yeah.
yeah,
That
I was gonna go into a whole thing of being like, yeah, they predicted attacking the Middle East to distract from some other bullshit and be like, hey, that's just part of the playbook. That this is not the first particular rodeo for that sequence of events. It has happened twice in recent memory that I can think of. But yeah, apparently it's not that at all. Okay, fair enough. Shutting up.
Yeah. So yeah, those three shows are what I'm watching right now, and I'm enjoying all of them. Pokemon Champions came out. I haven't had the chance to play that because I don't want to, because it's competitive Pokemon, and
Yeah,
I don't want to play competitive Pokemon.
That is a whole scene that it's just more power to him. It's
Like-
just not really.
Could I play it? Yes. Do I want to play with random people I don't know? No.
It's kind of the FGC,
yeah.
but not fighting. Really, that's just what it is. Which
And yeah, I think, aside from me just playing my regular gacha FF14 other crap, I have been getting more fit, and I was training during spring break and after. Once I got better, I started doing a lot of running, because just yesterday I ran a 5K marathon.
okay, fair enough. Fair play. Good for you.
So I was running like 3 miles a day in preparation, and
I cannot hear you.
it's a personal fundraiser event put on by my school that I work at. And so they have this trail that goes outside the school and to the side, and it's by a river and everything, and it's a very nice trail. Lots of incline, though. And also it was raining the entire day. So I ran a 5K marathon with myself being very congested because of allergies, because of the rain knocking all the pollen around, in the rain.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
So I finished in 35 minutes, 45 seconds, which is pretty respectable for a first 5K in the rain.
Yeah.
And big puddles that got my shoes wet. Oh, it was not fun. But I would do it again, because, I mean, the feeling of doing that, completing that, and being a part of the community, because it really is more of a community event being put on, was really nice. And I had a really nice time. So update on my health. I am currently down from, compared to last summer, 43 pounds. So,
Jeez.
yeah. Was that patient? You sound like you were in a can for a moment.
I said excellent progress.
Thank you. So I'm feeling great. I also grew a beard because I had a week, so I was like, why not grow a beard? And all of my students were shocked. Just like, what happened? Some of them were like, I like it. Others were like, shave it off right now. You're not the teacher I know. Well, my coworkers were enjoying it. I'll put a picture of me in the chat for you to see. But yeah.
Fair enough. That's still got some growing to do, but fair enough. There is a transition period that you need to get through.
Yeah, but hey, I'm gonna keep with it, because why not? It's fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, so health's doing great. I'm very exhausted because I ran a marathon yesterday. Which is why my Fitbit was freaking out at me and saying, please don't move today. You've done enough. And I'm like, I'm probably right.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted still. Probably gonna get a little bit sick too, because
that being out in the rain and running and stuff, that's not.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to take it easy, and yeah, that's about all that I can really think about. My brain is starting to scatter as I'm talking, so yeah, doing pretty good. Casey, how you doing?
My scale still says 94 goddamn 8, and I'm pissed about it. At
So
myself,
you have
no progress.
No progress.
Yeah, it's my fault, but
I think in kilograms I would be $92 right now. So, okay. I'm trying to do the conversion here.
So, yeah, that's annoying, but whatever.
Hey, man, consistency is key.
That's pretty much all I got to say on that. I'm just going to move on from that and just be like, and then we're moving on.
You got this.
New video games. I play too many fucking shitty shop simulators. So here's another one. Retro Rewind. It was a kind of middlingly big thing as far as these go, and it's kind of shit. Don't buy it. The concept is you run a video rental store in the 90s. It's shit. Don't buy it.
That sounds like it has a high likelihood to be terrible. So yeah.
It's a neat concept as far as this particular subgenre of games go. The implementation is crap. Just don't.
90s nostalgic games are either really good or really bad. There's no in between. Just something worth noting that I've noticed is like from what I've seen. So
it's just like a really wrong-headed concept for how to design this particular. Like it's just weird. You sort of buy used tapes and you get a random assortment of tapes and you just put them up and you will basically have one copy of a movie for rental. And I know you're like 4, but you know, maybe you are familiar with the concept of a video rental store. Anyway, video rental stores usually have like 10 copies of each movie. That's just a thing that they do regularly.
Rental stores were how I got like all of my different like video games from video game rental stores when I was a kid.
I was making a joke, baby. But
no, I'm not. I had. Listen. My entire childhood was rental stores. The fact that we don't have rental stores anymore is why kids don't play as many games anymore. They just play Fortnite all day.
Yeah, it's just weird and awkward design for reasons that don't make sense either as fun gameplay or as like the actual concept that they're trying to implement. It's just weird and bad, and don't play it. There was another. I don't want to start a new term for this type of game because it would be a really shitty descriptor for it. So I'm going to say a gambling roguelike sort of game, and not say the blank like that I could obviously say for that sort of thing. Racoin, which is you know those like coin pusher machine things where you put the coin in and it's got like a shelf that moves back and forward.
When you were bringing this up, I went to Steam and went to go check my For You queue. And one of the first things that popped up was Retro Game Store. And the next one is Racoin. The same one you're talking about.
Yeah. I have played 110 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would recommend it. It definitely feels like there is a lot more randomness to it than there is for Balatro or Clover Pit. So, I don't know. That might just be in the early game, which, you know, like I say, I have played 110 minutes, and that is not a lot of one of these games. And the entire point of these games is to stat sheet this shit and just break it apart so that you always win regardless of what's happening. The systems in play were a little obtuse and awkward in my personal opinion. Definitely not as elegantly designed as Balatro. I would maybe say it has potential, but that potential was not enough to get me to play more than 2 hours of it. So we'll see how that goes. I think they're just doing like, hey, we have released the game now and it is finished, so we're going to do maintenance and balance patches and stuff like that. Which fair play to them. I'm not a big fan of this game, but if you are a particular fan of this subgenre of games, maybe you will find more to like in it than I did. I was also, for the record, I got into Balatro in a big way for approximately 2 days and then stopped playing. I did not get huge into this game like some people do. Into Balatro specifically. So that might be just a taste thing of just not really feeling the genre as much as I would need to feel the genre to like this game more than I do. I just like the coin pusher games, and that's why I bought it. So, yeah, maybe it's just a little bit of a mismatch of what I like versus what the game is actually trying to be.
Yeah. It's a weird concept to take one of those coin pusher games and turn it into a full-on roguelike.
It kind of works, and I see what they're going for, and people have been enjoying it. But those people are just kind of not me, which, fair enough. I purchased a new game that I have played for approximately 30 minutes with the intention to play more later when it is finished. And that is called Chef RPG. It is basically Stardew Valley, only instead of a farm, you're a chef running a restaurant. Like, that's not me saying, hey, it's Stardew Valley crossed with whatever the fuck. That's just literally what the game is. You are moving to a new town. It has got the bloody panned down from a nice pixelated vista down into the transport you are currently on as you are traveling to this new town where you have inherited blank property, wherein you will then start a business and live and get to know the townsfolk of this particular town and, do combat and foraging and farming and stuff. And yeah, you get the idea. It's one of those. It does seem like a pretty good one. From what I've seen and played of it so far, it seems pretty neat. Not as polished as Stardew Valley, but Stardew Valley is a weird outlier. I will give that much credit and say, hey, this is a thing that is still in early access and still doing polish and content updates, so fair play. I'm going to see how I feel about it after I've played it a bunch more, which may or may not happen. I am a very busy dude, and I have taken the break that I am allowed to take, and that is over now. I have a chapter to do tomorrow. So, that's where we are with that, and my time of having shit to talk about might be coming to a close for one episode. Then again, maybe it's not, because after the whole watching One Piece Season 2 thing ended, a weird thing sort of happened, and now it has come to be a bit of a thing of me going around to my mum's every weekend to watch something with her. And so far, that has been Cyberpunk Edgerunners on my recommendation. Which she very much enjoyed until she didn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She
I
liked
could probably
Rebecca.
Guess why. Yeah.
That's a shame.
A lot of people did. A lot of people liked a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
She didn't like Lucy. She liked Rebecca.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah. And after that one, we finished that one, and it bummed her out a little bit. So I was like, hey, palate cleanser, something nice and upbeat, and I gave her a couple of recommendations that I had not seen before. So, we would both be going into blind. And I gave her a couple of recommendations. One of them was, I forget what the proper title is in English. Is it Kaguya-sama Love is War? Is that the full English title, or is that just the Japanese title? Or am I doing a sort of mangled thing of both of them?
I think people just call it Love is War.
Yeah. I recommended that one, or Spy X Family. I'm calling it Spy X Family, shut the fuck up. And we ended up with the latter. And that's a pretty good show. I'm gonna be real, I 100% understand why that kind of popped off when that came out. That's pretty good. Just... I was not prepared for it to be quite so, let's say, mid-20th century as it is. It's very...
Yeah.
gender roles and stuff. And I thought that would not gel well, with Mom, who, I don't know, uh, a woman who is deliberately trying to be a well-to-do housewife who does all of the things that a proper woman should do. But she still enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's good.
Anya is fantastic. It's so good.
It is so good. I need to catch up with the manga. I've not been reading it in a long time, but
Is it still
yeah, I
going?
mean, yeah, it's still going on.
I
At
had
least
no
last I
idea.
checked.
I thought that one
Yeah.
was a done one. Okay, fair enough.
No, you'd think so. I think there was mention of it possibly ending in a relative near future, but I can't confirm that. I don't know. It's currently just released like chapter 132, so they're still going.
Yeah, because it did have that big hiatus for reasons, the understandable reasons, I guess. As far
Yeah.
as Japanese culture is concerned of how they do things, yeah, that made sense for them.
hmm
Your microphone is weird.
I I don't know. Let me check it and make sure.
No,
It's
I mean it's weird
using.
because it's fucking lighting up and shit. It's why
Oh
it's
yeah,
fucking day
yeah. I
glow
have it.
microphone. It's cool,
Oh
but
yeah, my mic. Yeah, you can program it to glow in different ways.
yeah,
It's nice.
fair enough. Maybe if
Makes my
mine had
brain go
glowed,
purr.
I would not have accidentally knocked it off of the top of my desk so that the stand broke for it. So, I can talk all the shit I want. That would have probably been useful to me.
Oh,
So,
mine's not even on my desk. It's hooked onto the corner with a little stand and everything that extends.
yeah.
Because I don't have desk space to actually have it resting on my desk.
Yeah. So, we're like 15 episodes into Spy X Family. She just got the dog, and that's cool. That's a cool dog.
I love that dog. Best character.
I don't know. I like Anya's friend, Becky something. She's cool. That's cool to
Consistently,
me.
all the characters are actually really good.
Yeah.
Like it's really well done.
Not a fan of Scruffy Head. I've forgotten what his real name is. I'm just calling him what Anya calls him, but I'm not a fan of Scruffy Head. He's kind of a douche.
He's a kid.
No, he's like 20 something. He's what's his
Oh,
name's
that's Scruffy Head. Yeah, no, he's a loser.
yeah.
I thought you talking about the kid. No, that guy is no, he's not good.
The kid is also a douche, but he is a douche who is understandable. So,
Yeah,
he's like 7. I'm not going to judge him harshly, but I can judge the 20-year-old.
yeah. Judge the adult who is acting like a child.
Yeah. So that's a good time. Just spending time with Mom, who yeah,
hmm
just
It's good.
just kind of going through it. So it's also nice for that. Just like anyway, for other reasons. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Oh, and for like I say, I play a lot of these shop sim games. Teddy's Haven is pretty good. It is Fantasy One, and it's weird in how chill it is. Like it's just sort of medieval fantasy, but like you've got dragons hanging around and giant fucking sea turtles and a big robot that just sort of peers over the cliff sides over the top of your shop sometimes. And they're not like threatening, they're just rocking up like, hey, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? You
hmm
want to chat?
Yeah,
Just hang out. It's cool. Yeah. That's a vibe that goes through the entire game of just no one's really out to hurt anyone. Violence is completely not permitted. You can rock up to these fucking dinosaur things that are hanging out in one spot and just like pick them for scales, and it's neat and just like a very chill time in a way that
that's nice.
Pocopia does not sound like it's a chill time.
Pocopia's a chill time if you don't have ADHD.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's weird to say that because I have the exact opposite reaction when I play Animal Crossing. When I play Animal Crossing, like there's very little to do at first, and it slowly expands more and more. I feel like with Pokopia, there's a pretty rapid expansion of what you can do,
Ah,
and
now
it
that you
makes
have
my
described it that way, it sounds like what it's doing is the opposite expression of that, where it's like, yeah, you've got all these things to do in the early game, and you can do them and pay attention to all of them, and the game will just gradually feed you the things that help you automate that stuff, and that is your reward for progression, compared to just sort of doing bit by bit, unlocking new things for you to do, while also gradually allowing you to automate stuff a little bit as you go along.
it it's like for example, um to get a Pokemon to show up to be part of your, your town that you're building, you have to build a specific habitat, which is to put specific blocks in a specific formation. And you get a ton of those. You get tons of recipes for crafting things. And I mean like tons of. And then there's like, oh, you can also build like actual homes as like things that have an interior or things that are like just four walls and a door. But also you can here's all this different furniture, and certain Pokemon like different types of furniture, and also all these Pokemon have different traits. So if this one has a trait that likes to chop wood, you can give them uh the wood logs, and they'll then break them into lumber that you can use for other things. But then that's going to also take time. But then also this one over here, if you give it specific items, will turn that into this. And so, by the way, this entire area is destroyed because we're in a post-apocalypse. So if you want to restore everything, you're going to have to destroy and also do things. And also all the grasses and water and all the trees are dying. So you have to bring life back to those. And it's a lot.
Now I'm just kind of wondering how Pal Farm is going to handle it. Because that is also a thing that is eventually going to come out. We'll see how that turns out. Pal World's version of this whole concept.
I don't know. It's
I hope
it's
differently,
tiring.
because, that's kind of... That has seemed to be their modus operandi for this sort of thing, is like, hey, we're going to borrow heavily from the exact thing. Being fair, those trailers came out like pretty much the same week, so that shit was already in development. They just happened to announce at the same time. Unless, like, the Pokemon Company have some severe leaks. Like, goddamn. Like, ops in the fucking offices, like, crazy shit. But, yeah, I'm wondering how that's going to express a different gameplay dynamic in terms of how that game works and progresses.
I don't know. It's like I would compare it to the game wants to, in order to like not be overwhelmed, the best way to do it is to meet the basic objectives of each area and progress as quickly as possible. So that way you can unlock everything that you're going to do. In order to do that, you have to ignore a lot of things to move forward.
Doesn't sound fun. Like, to again, not being a Nintendo hater, that doesn't sound fun. That sounds like speed running through all of the content and then having all of this shit that you can do, but no reason to do it anymore. You get me?
Now, I mean, I guess the reason for doing it is, oh, you get to build a nice area to look at or whatever, but
I've had this kind of reservation with Pokemon games for a long time. Just, yes, it's fun to catch them all, but with pretty much the sole exception of Legends Arceus, and maybe ZA because I haven't played that one yet, it's always a side thing that you take care of after you've already finished the story. It's still a really entertaining and wonderful world where you can raise the Mons, but you only go through the journey once. Once you've completed everything there is to complete, you just continue to exist. And it's a bit hollow.
Those are kind of different games, though, in terms of, like, you can take your time in terms of the journey and stuff in, like, regular Pokemon games or Arceus or whatever else. And that's just like, hey, take it at your own pace and go through these areas and get as much adventure out of them as you want. you're going through them, and exploration is part of that. But like, Pokopia is a building game. That's not really an adventure, it's a building game. And the objective is to get all the stuff so you can build the coolest shit you can.
I would say that Pokopia kind of, like, it feels like it wants you to take your time, but at the same time, it's throwing so much stuff at me at once. I'm the type of person that when I play a game, I typically want to get like all the side quests done in an area before I move on, because if I don't do that, I'll forget about side quests and then have to come back later and do all that stuff. Right? That's not a good way for me to play this in a way that respects my time. The optimal way for me to play in a way that respects my time is to unlock all the stuff that makes it less time intensive, and then go back and do stuff.
And now that I'm thinking about it, that what you're describing right now is exactly the reason that I bounced off Dragon Quest Builders 2 when I played that. Because that was the thing that I experienced of like, okay, I have this cool new thing and I can go back to my main like base area that's completely rubbish and garbage and needs a lot of work, and I can start doing this work. And then I go to the next area and unlock something, and that means that I've got to completely redesign the beginning area because I've unlocked something that completely changes everything that I want to do in it. So that means I am discouraged from actually building the things that I want to build because I have not unlocked things that would change my entire plan every single time that I'm going to these new areas. And that just feels bad. It just feels bad. It's disincentivizing me to do the thing that I want to do.
That's the feeling that I'm getting. And it's also like your movement speed is not fast in that game, right? And I can sort of teleport, but only after I have an established home in each new area and the fast travel. And it's just, the game is a bit of a time vampire. And then I unlocked last thing I did before I stopped playing was I unlocked a thing where you can cook, and if you cook something it upgrades one of your moves that you use to interact with the world. So now now when I use my cut ability, it can now cut through like iron gates. I'm like, that's cool. Is this permanent? I don't think it is. I think I have to make that same food every day to upgrade that.
That sounds not great.
That doesn't sound very fun to me. And it, like, is that the only upgrade that I get? When do I upgrade my water gun or my other things? And it's like, I don't know. Maybe I just need to play more of it, but I'm gonna be honest. I like it. I get overwhelmed with it.
To make an unfair comparison that is not unfair at all, because this is like a fucking $50 billion company or some shit, Stardew Valley does not mandate that you cook something every time you want to use your newly upgraded pickaxe to break big rocks. That is a thing you unlocked because it is a better tool, and that's it. It's over. Like, you gave me an upgrade, don't give me busy work to use my upgrade every time I want to use it.
Yeah, it's also something that really I didn't like. So you can put down a box to store items in, and they do the Minecraft thing where every box is its own individual storage inventory, and I don't like that because I'd like to be able to access like a shared storage, because otherwise to get my items back that I put in that first area, I'd have to walk all the way back to that first area and open that one specific box to get all that stuff out.
Yeah. This, again, it's a building game. It's not Minecraft. Because, like, Minecraft, you can understand that kind of design doc of, like, hey, you left stuff behind, that is on you. Part of the adventure is to bring with you the stuff that you need. If you didn't bring it, then you're going to have to find a replacement or make one out here. Or go back. That is up to you. You fucked up. Pokopia is a fucking Animal Crossing. That is again, it is a building game. It is craft is what that game is, kind of. So like the gameplay and design should be facilitating your ability to do whatever you want to do in creating the stuff that it's trying to allow you to create, and not get in the way of you and trip you up, would be my expectation for a game like this.
And even Minecraft has the ender chests, which then are linked to each other.
I mean, it's entirely possible that an ender chest alike exists in that game, and you haven't got that.
Maybe,
yet.
but I think it would be better just to straight up have a shared inventory, because there are certain resources that are unique or rare that are back in my home base all the way over there.
Yep.
But like, I don't have to go through multiple loading screens to get stuff, you know?
Yep.
Oh, I know this is just now complaining about it, and like, I understand it is I have friends who've had a lot of fun with this game, and more power to them. But for me and my brain, I'm gonna need to take a different approach if I'm gonna enjoy it, I think. So, by the way, just want to shout out, we have a Patreon, and hey, if you ever feel like giving us money, which is totally not necessary, but is super awesome if you do that, and you are like super cool, and everybody's gonna like you more. You can donate to our Patreon. It's linked in the description. Thank you to our patrons.
Here. What the fuck? Things tight or something? Like, Jesus.
No, I'm just being fun. I'm just joking around. Okay. Thank you to our patrons for Hitzia, Vale, Great Guy, Ethan F, and the Crossbrain. We appreciate you. I thought I'd do the YouTuber thing.
Do you want to run through the names again? Because that was like you were completely off mic when you did that. So.
Ryu Hitzia 21, Vale, Great Guy, Ethan F, and the Crossbrain. Thank you very much.
Okay, I hope that will be audible in the final recording.
I mean, I heard it perfectly clear both times.
Yeah, do you want me to get even closer to my mic?
I'm just worried about the fucking thing, the sound, the editing. What you know what I mean? It's with the audio for this one is a little weird, just all over. I'm not entirely sure why. Just looking at the waveform, I don't know. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I probably won't even notice by the time I'm uploading. So, you know.
Let me, actually, I might have a solution. Let me...
Oh, dear.
Checking, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Super quiet.
Okay, how about, is that better?
That is better, yes.
Okay.
I can now put it down to 154.
I think I know what the issue is, and it's my nephew likes to come into my room and play with my mic at times.
Okay.
I think he may have turned the gain down.
Yeah, that'd do. Okay. We probably should have checked this before we started.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. Who said we were professional? Literally nobody. Okay, so that's...
Yeah, we've all been doing this for like a decade.
Yes.
And change.
10,000 hours makes you an expert. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for listening. Patreon link in the description. Discord link in the description. Thanks for listening to us discuss Pocopia twice.
Yeah. Look forward to next week when I discuss... working, falling asleep, and not playing anything.
Yeah.